Imagine running a successful care agency that changes lives while generating six to even seven figures in revenue. But where do you even start? The regulations, the policies, and the business setup can be entirely overwhelming, but that is where we come in. Now, who is this YouTube video for? Listen, if you're passionate about serving individuals with either mental health challenges or developmental disabilities, this video will show you how to start your own agency in the state of Virginia. So if you've been struggling to understand the licensing process, the requirements, and how to get approved, I'm about to break it down step by step. So why even listen to this video, okay? By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what it takes to launch a compliant, profitable care agency in the state of Virginia. And if you want hands-on help setting up your business, including writing and submitting your policies and procedures, navigating the regulations, and getting your first residence, we will do that all for you. Stay with me to the end for a very special offer, okay? So in the state of Virginia, I first want to pull up the Medicaid rate table so that you can see exactly what opportunities there are, what kind of business models you can run, and how much you can make, okay? So first and foremost, let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so looking at my screen right here, so this is the developmental disabilities waiver services and rates. And so we're just going to go from top to bottom and kind of break it down on some of the different options, some of the different care agencies that you can provide. And we're going to break down a few of them. This isn't that video. We can get more into the different kinds of agencies that you can run in the next one, right? So first and foremost, we have individual supported employment, group supported employment. So this is an agency where you're helping individuals in competitive work environments, you're helping them secure jobs, you're even staffing people at their jobs, helping them on a day-to-day basis, okay? You've got community engagement, which is basically you're going to be an adult day program where you are picking individuals up from their residence Monday through Friday, in a car, in a van, in your staff's vehicles. You're taking them around into the community, you're helping them build skills within the community, and then you're dropping them back off at home. Okay, so going a little bit further down, so same thing, group day support. Next, you can get into, respite care, companion care. So you can be a home care agency where you're staffing individuals into their home to help them with their activities of daily living. Into supported living residential, similar concepts, and we can break down the specific differences, getting into group home residential. So, traditional group homes, assisted living facilities, where you have multiple individuals living within your property. And let's just break down some of the rates. So now that I have group homes open, right? So getting into, tier 1 versus tier 4, what does that even mean, right? So there's what's called a support intensity scale in the state of Virginia, where based on an individual's level of needs, based on their level of behaviors, they will be categorized into a specific tier. Usually the higher tier, the more support is given to the individual. Let's just do something kind of middle of the road, okay? So in the state of Virginia, so this is the rate as of 7/1/2024. Usually every 6 months, these rates do increase. So we are in February of 2025. It could have increased in the month of January, but we're sticking here right now, okay? So let's go middle of the road, tier 3, group home residential, just a 4-person home, regular single family home, okay? Let's say if you're in Northern Virginia, for example, you're going to be getting $490 per individual per day, okay? So that times, 4 people, if we go to the calculator, what was it? 490 times 4 equals times 30. So serving 4 people, that is almost $60,000 a month. Now, if we're going to go into a, community-based day program, for example, sorry guys, I wasn't sharing my screen. So, using this calculator, I did 490 times 4 individuals times 30 days a month. That is almost $60,000 a month. Now, coming back here to the rate table, if we're doing community engagement, we actually got somebody just licensed for a community engagement services. Same thing, tier 3. Let's do, the rest of Virginia. So there's the Northern Virginia rates and then the rest of Virginia, okay? So $29 an hour. And then let's say, you scale up, you get a van, it can hold 10 individuals. Now, this is no real estate, practically no startup operating costs. It's actually a very, easy type of program to run. So coming over here, it was $29 an hour. So 29 an hour. Let's say you're providing services from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And so that's going to be an 8-hour day times 8 equals per individual per day. Let's say within the first couple of months you're able to scale to 10 individuals, so that's 2,300 a day. Let's say you're providing services Monday through Friday, so let's say 23 days out of the month, guys, that is $53,000 a month with limited overhead, right? So you're not going to have rent, you're not going to have utilities. Practically, you have your vehicle, you have your gas. However, in the state of Virginia, you're also able to bill for transportation services, right? So if you come down here, trips over 20 miles, you're able to bill that against Medicaid as well. So you're literally getting paid to drive, take these individuals in the community. You're getting paid to play. So I just wanted to peek in here and show you what the different kind of service level rates are available if you were interested in starting an agency for the developmentally disabled in the state of Virginia. Now, when you work with Assisted Living Facility Launch, we're going to help you identify, what are the different kinds of agencies you can run. And so, we're going to get into the nitty gritty and show you what the exact requirements are for any kind of agency that you are interested in opening up. And we're going to show you exactly what it takes to get there. Okay. So that's a little bit into what are the rates in Virginia and what are the different kinds of agencies that you can provide high level. Now I want to talk about what does it take to actually get licensed, right? Because that's where a lot of the work comes in. So in the state of Virginia, I will, share my screen over here. So we are getting licensed through the Virginia Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Services. Okay. So that is going to be the governing agency who gives us our licenses so that we can, actually do business in the state of Virginia. And so what are the requirements in order to get licensed? Well, Virginia actually has a very convenient online platform called Connect, in which we submit all of our documentation. Okay. And so if you go over here, you're able to watch their initial applicant orientation webinar. You're able to watch their initial applicant orientation PowerPoint. Go to dbhds.virginia.gov, go to the Office of Licensing, and you're able to access that sort of documentation. Okay. But once we're actually in there and once we're kind of uncovering, okay, what are the different things, policies and procedures, program designs that we're submitting to the state, let's kind of dive in here and break it down. Okay. So I'm going to keep it straightforward with you. It is a ton of work. Okay. So there's going to be some high level application documents. So your service description, certificate of authority to conduct business in Virginia, organizational structure, proposed working budget, proposed staffing plan, initial application cover letter. Next, you're going to get into some position descriptions. You're going to upload some resumes of yourself, as the director, and then the policies and procedures, right? And so very high level, that's what it is, right? So you get those drafted, you get those submitted to the state of Virginia, and then they're going to go through the process. Certain program types are fast tracked because they have a higher need for them. For those kind of agencies, it's going to take the state of Virginia 90 days in order to do the initial review. They're going to send you any corrections that you may have. You're going to turn them around. And guys, congratulations. After a little bit more time, you're going to be a licensed agency. Okay. And so, I know it sounds simple. It is a lot of work. But again, we are here to help. If you work with Assisted Living Facility Launch, guys, in the state of Virginia, it took us a month to map out, navigate all of the requirements, the different agencies that this person could, actually run, and then get the policies and procedures entirely drafted and submitted. It took literally less than a month. I believe we started services about 2 weeks ago. Okay. So at Assisted Living Facility Launch, we move quick, but we move with quality. Now, what happens when you are actually licensed? Okay. So now you need to become a Medicaid, recipient. So you get set up with Medicaid so that you can start reimbursing them. Meanwhile, we're also marketing toward our residents. And guys, if you want a detailed breakdown of what it takes to market, go ahead and drop me a comment so that I can create a video showing you exactly if you're running, a group home, if you're running a, supported living, adult day program, supported employment. I can show you exactly how to market for individuals so that you can grow very quickly and very efficiently. So go ahead and just leave a comment letting me know how to do that. Guys, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And make sure to click the link in my description if you want to work with assisted living facility launch so that we can get your agency opened up within the next couple of weeks. Okay. Like always, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see any other states, go ahead and leave a comment so I can do your state next. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.